Alright everybody, welcome to part 17 of this Ninja Gaiden 4 walkthrough. I already have played total of 19 hours of gameplay so far. That's pretty long, I would say, for Ninja Gaiden 4. And if you would like to know about the story of this game, and if you would like to keep up with the story, I would suggest that you go ahead and watch my previous walkthroughs so you can keep up with the story and so you can see what's going on. That is if you care about the story. You don't care about spoilers, right? As I said previously on my videos, and as I also have made a video last week where I said Ninja Gaiden 4, it's a bit of a treadmill. It's like a generic treadmill. It's a bit of a step back from original Ninja Gaidens, like Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, and 3. And that's because you got Platinum Games developing this. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the style of what the Platinum Games is bringing here, but there's nothing innovative. There's nothing fresh. Like if you were looking for like a next generation Ninja Gaiden, that's certainly not happening here. And I think that's the disappointment. People were expecting this to be a next generation Ninja Gaiden, but unfortunately we'll have to wait for PlayStation 6 version. This is just more of the same, like generic fight, generic grind. It's more like a generic treadmill grind. More of the same. That's all you're pretty much doing in this game. It's just more of the same. The cutscenes are like very short. They show these characters for a brief moment. So there's not much of motion capture here. There's not much of like, if any, motion capture. It just looks like this has just made as a bit of a treadmill, if you will. So the game is okay. What I'm trying to say, I'm not trashing the game. I'm not saying it's a horrible game. I'm simply saying is don't expect too much from Ninja Gaiden 4. Okay? And I certainly wouldn't spend $70 on it, or God forbid $90. It's okay. It's nothing special. Some people will find it enjoyable, and some people will find it not enjoyable. To me, it's in the middle. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not great. It's just okay. So, I really want you to understand that. If you're thinking about, like, paying your hard-earned cash for this game, just remember that. Your expectations should be very low on this one, because it's not a next-generation Ninja Gaiden. It's just a Ninja Gaiden that's part of the franchise, but it's okay. Nothing special. Just like Jurassic World Rebirth, right? Yes, the trailers look, ooh, wow, oh, right, great. But then when you watch the movie, you realize the movie's boring. The acting is terrible. The script is terrible. It's just, there's maybe one good scene in the movie with a T-Rex on that river, but you have to wait 1 hour and 21 minutes till you get to that scene. It was a flop. It didn't, it didn't really live up to its hype. It's the same thing here, It's okay. It's playable, but it's a treadmill. It's very repetitive. And if you love treadmill, if you love repetitive stuff, well, I guess this is for you. But don't expect anything extraordinary. And the worst part is you're not playing as Ryo Hayabusa. I want to play Ninja Gaiden as a Ryo Hayabusa. I mean, come on. But anyway, that's just my opinion, and that's the reason why you watch these walkthroughs, you watch these videos. You want to hear what I think, and I want to let you know what I think. I'm playing it because it's on Game Pass. I would have never paid for this. No, sir, never. I'm playing it because it's on Game Pass. Why wouldn't I? But I would never pay for this. Absolutely not. What about the difficulty? Difficulty can be adjusted. Okay, I wouldn't say the game is super hard. I'm on a normal difficulty, and it's like it's okay. You know, it's not, you know, Elden Ring, all right. Now you can always adjust the difficulty to a hard, very hard, hardcore, right? But that will be unforgiving. But you know, it really depends on what you want out of this game. If you want the treadmill grind, you're gonna get the treadmill grind. Just don't expect much more than that. It will be just a treadmill grind, and that's about it. Very repetitive. People say, but don't you think every game is repetitive? Yes, they are, but they have a substance. On this one, I don't feel there's any substance. It's just like you're just grinding more of the same, just grind, you know. And you know, there has to be a substance there, you know. The story is forgettable. You're not really going to care much about the story in this game. It's very forgettable. The characters are forgettable. Okay. So it's like, you know, there has to be a substance. You could say God of War is repetitive. Yeah, but with God of War, there's substance. There's a wonderful story. It's very emotional. And you do care about those characters. You know, here, that's not the case. So that's what I mean. The game being a treadmill, repetitive treadmill. In a Death Stranding 2, yes, you're essentially doing the same thing. You're delivering packages, but while you're delivering packages, you know, there's a substance there. There's all these new characters you meet. There's all these new things that happen while you're traveling, right? Unexpected things you find. Unexpected characters you encounter as you are traveling and delivering packages. Unexpected events are happening as you are traveling, and you're seeing the new different type of terrain. That's what Kojima brought, and you're listening to music, right? Taking photos. And plus the characters, you care about the characters. You care about every and each character in the game, in the story. So you don't mind doing all of the stuff that you need to do, which is delivering packages and building the bridges, right? Connecting the bridges, chiral network, right? So, you know, yes, every game's repetitive. You know, you could say the same thing for Red Dead Redemption 2. It's repetitive. You could say the same thing for Grand Theft Auto, repetitive. But there's a substance. There's a substance there. There's something to keep you going. Here, it's just a treadmill. And you'll easily forget this game. I'm just being honest, because I don't want you to waste your money, honestly. Because that's the worst feeling. You spend $70 on something and then you find out, oh God, I should have listened to Mr. 4K. Yeah, maybe you should have. Or you can always go with the Game Pass. Try it on the Game Pass. I wouldn't even buy this game, even if it was on sale. I have no interest of ever like playing this again, honestly, dude. I have like zero interest. So even if somebody gave me this game for free, I would like, nah. Maybe on Nintendo Switch 2, just to see how it runs on Nintendo Switch 2, honestly. Okay, but maybe on Nintendo Switch 2. Only to see how it runs on Nintendo Switch 2. That would be like the only way I would go back to this game. It would be like a Nintendo Switch 2. Like if Nintendo Switch 2 version comes out, which I'm pretty sure it will, then yeah, I'll play Nintendo Switch version. Nintendo Switch 2, I mean. Yeah. But I wouldn't like go back to play this like after I finish it. Like I'm done, you know. I have no interest going back. Replay value is something that the game really needs to have. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have a replay value in this game and you know, raise the challenge to a more difficult challenge. But then again, why? Why? Like, unless you listen, I'm not here to judge. Unless you're a hardcore Ninja Gaiden fan, sure, of course. For you, there might be a replay value here if you're like hardcore Ninja Gaiden fan. For me personally, no. I have like zero interest. Like I said, for me personally, nope. Personally, no. I'm being honest. Personally, no. For me, I have no interest. Once I finish this, that's it. I'm done, dude. But I'm playing it because it's on Game Pass, you know. But I have no interest, like, playing this again, you know. Like I said, the only way I would go back to play it is if Nintendo Switch 2 version came out, you know. But right now, personally, I have no desire to play this once I'm done. Like, honestly, zero. Am I disappointed that this game turned out the way it turned out? You could say I am. A little bit. But this is exactly why you should never have high expectations on any game. Always you should have low expectations, man. That's the rule of thumb that I have nowadays. It's like every game that I play nowadays, it's like I have like very low expectations because I know how many times I've been disappointed. I mean, I've been down that road before with, you know, Returnal and Metroid Dread and Callisto Protocol, $90 I wasted on that game. People say, what did I expect from Callisto Protocol? Well, I expected it to be this new state-of-the-art successor to Dead Space because of the Dead Space creator that was making it, and it turned out not to be the case. That turned out to be not the case. But yeah, I was like super thrilled because the graphics, yes, looked amazing. This is before a PlayStation 5 version. It was originally released on PS4 and was amazing for PlayStation 4 Pro. But once I started playing it, I was like, what's with this story? What's with these characters? What's going on here? Why this game looks so like weak? Like the plot of the story is weak. The characters are weak. The dialogue is weak. It's very cringy. Everything's kind of cringy in the game. It's not even scary. It's cringy. And I was disappointed. So listen, guys, don't get too excited for any of these games. Even the James Bond First Light. Yes, the trailer looks it's almost like a Casino Royale, right? It almost looks like a Casino Royale, but it's not. It's not going to be. I don't think so. Don't get too excited. Am I excited for First Light? No. Because I don't know. Give me the demo. I don't know. I haven't played the game, you know, and just guys, the hype is one of the worst things that you can do to yourself. Don't hype anything, because you're gonna be disappointed. That's what's going to happen. You will be disappointed, 100%. You know, once in the blue moon, a game like Arc Raiders and Helldivers 2 comes out, and you're like, oh wow. Right? That's once in the blue moon. You know, you heard that phrase, once in the blue moon. But that's not always the case. Okay. As my friend Kemi always says, keep low expectations on video games these days. Don't get too excited. Don't get too hyped. Keep low expectations. And that's what I try to do. Honestly, I try to keep low expectations. I hope that the game is great. Like the Outer Worlds 2, it's surprising me. I really didn't expect Outer Worlds 2 to be that great. But surprisingly, it's good. I'm not saying the Outer World 2, it's amazing. I'm simply saying it's good. I thought it was going to be bad. I really thought it was going to be really bad. But it turned out to be good. I was like, all right, the story's interesting. I like these characters. This is interesting. Turned out to be good. So, that's a nice surprise. A pleasant surprise when that happens. But that's not always the case. But this is why you have to have low expectations. Even with the Grand Theft Auto 6. I know. But even with the Grand Theft Auto 6, man, have low expectations. Okay, do yourself a favor and have low expectations. Having high expectations, I know everybody's got high expectations on Grand Theft Auto 6, and I don't blame you. But it's better to go into next year, Grand Theft Auto 6, hopefully the game is released next year. Hopefully, keep my fingers crossed. But you should always have that bare minimum low, very low expectation. Bare minimum low expectations. Even with this new game that's coming out next month. Code Violet. I'm skeptical. Low expectations. There's some things in the game I don't like so far that I have seen. I'm skeptical, there's a lot of stuff in the game that it's like, I'm not so sure. I made a video about it, I talked about it, I'm a bit skeptical. But that's okay, you should be skeptical. You should be looking at all of these new games with a bare minimum expectations. Guess what surprised me? Pokemon Legends ZA surprised me. I was like, wow, what a surprise. So always go into video games with a bare minimum low expectations. Don't go into overhyping something. Overhyping it, it's not good. Like pleasant surprise was NASCAR 25. I was pleasantly surprised by how good NASCAR 25 is. I made a bunch of videos. I have 4K videos. Pleasantly surprised. I'm looking forward to the PC version because I have the ultra widescreen and it'll work great with my racing wheel and the ultra widescreen. So I'm looking forward to NASCAR 25 come November 11th. It'll be on Steam. And that's a pleasant surprise. Like I was telling my friend Brendan, I was really surprised. I have it on PlayStation and I will also have it on PC. I was surprised like how good NASCAR 25 is. So what I'm trying to say is have low expectations, bare minimum expectations. It's the best way to go about playing video games nowadays. For example, like Arc Raiders it's a pleasant surprise. No one would have ever thought that Arc Raiders will bring the mighty Battlefield 6 down to number 2 on top selling charts on Steam. If you look at the Steam, the best top sellers on the Steam is Arc Raiders, and they brought down Battlefield 6 to the spot number 2. Now, that's still a good spot to be on the spot number 2. That's still a good spot. But, you see, you never know. You never know. I know. I know. Let's finish it. We're so close to the end of this game. Jesus. Oh, this is cool. I love this. There's some cool moments in this game, I will admit. It's just I expected more. I was really expecting a like next generation type Ninja Gaiden story, and I wanted to play as Ryo Hayabusa or Ryo Hayabusa, not Hayabusa. Hayabusa, Ryo Hayabusa, not Hoya. Hayabusa. That's it. Hayabusa. Ryo Hayabusa, not Hayabusa. Did I say Hoyo? Hayabusa, Hayabusa, Hayabusa. But anyway, like the game's okay. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just okay. It is what it is. All right. Where do we go now? Oh, there. Are we almost there? Huh? Jeez. No. See what I'm talking about? The treadmill. They're just milking it here. This game could have been a couple of hours long, honestly, if they weren't milking it so much. But I know this is done on purpose. They're milking it on purpose, you know. So this is where some of you will find this annoying, some of you will find this maybe entertaining, but I think a lot of you will find it annoying that it's always like repetitive enemies. This is why not many people talk about this game, because it's just like, it's a treadmill. You know, and after 19 hours, you know. After 19 hours, I'm like, alright dude, like. Some more treadmill. Treadmill. Oh my god. All right. Are we done with this treadmill? It never ends. It just never ends. This treadmill. This treadmill never ends. Here we go, some more treadmill. Oh my god. Alright, we have to end the video here. You see what I'm saying? It's like this milking treadmill. It's so obvious. Here's the thing, developers are not even hiding it. They're just like letting you know, yeah, we're just milking this. It's just, they're just milk. At this point, 19 hours. 19 hours into this game. It's just, they're just milking it. Alright guys, this is the end of part 17. I will see you on the part 18. Thank you for watching.